Welcome. Welcome to the last part of day 2 here. So we've got a great presentation today, the IDEA 2020. One thing that we wanted to do, we have 2 very significant partners that drive the technology behind IDEA, and they're both here. Of course, we've got Liaison, who has been the sponsor of our app. They're going to get a chance to speak tomorrow morning. But for now, we want to welcome the Stibo team. I don't know if y'all want to raise your hands or stand up. They've been at the booth downstairs, but Katrina is going to give us a few minutes on Stibo and the technologies that they use to go ahead and support our business and you as customers. So go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Katrina Jin and I'm from Stibo Systems. I am a pre-sales engineer from Stibo, and thank you for the introduction earlier. And we have prepared something really exciting for you guys today, a little teaser of our 8.2 new release. It's the next generation IDW powered by our MDM software STEP. And just before I jump into the demo, I want to take a moment to talk to you and tell you a little bit about Stibo Systems. So Stibo Systems, we are a global leader in multi-domain MDM solutions. Our headquarters is in Denmark, and we're founded in 1794. So true story, that's not a typo. We started as a printing company for newspapers, catalogs, flyers, and the visionaries in our company actually saw the future in software business, and that's how we started our journey in the MDM software industry. We have about 500 employees globally. We have offices in Atlanta, in Canada, South America, Japan, Korea, China. And the average tenure of our management team and our employees are about 9 to 10 years. So as you can see, there's a lot of expertise and experience that we bring to the table. And with that experience and expertise, we helped about 350 customers globally to improve their operations, profits, and their customer loyalty. And that number is growing every year by 30%. So just earlier this year when we were putting together the slides, and now that I'm presenting it, I'm realizing that we've added more customers this year, including Sonepar, Costco, Oxy in oil and gas. So we're expanding to new territories, and also the market is responding. Because of all the expertise and experience that we're bringing to the table, we're now named in Gartner's Magic Quadrant. We're also in Forrester for our scalability and also our broad range of MDM capabilities. We're also named #1 in customer satisfaction in Ventana. So what is STEP? STEP has a single stack architecture that has all the components of a single MDM solution in one seamless platform. We have all the components that allows you to onboard your product information, customer information, suppliers, assets, and even locations. And we can cleanse the data, transform, and normalize the data to reach that golden record, a single truth of your product. But lastly, we have integration engines to power these data and master these data and send them to downstream systems, to your ERPs, social media, to your stores, and even printed catalogs and flyers. So how is that related to you? How do manufacturers use STEP? So manufacturers use STEP to onboard their products with the correct categorizations. And that helps with generating attributes dynamically on the portal for your manufacturers to import the correct products. And using the standardization that we have built in STEP, you have one format. And with one format, you can maintain the data once and send it to your websites, as well as IDW. So on the other hand, for distributors, how will distributors use STEP? Distributors can use STEP to communicate, to subscribe, and access product information from your manufacturers. And because everything is standardized in one format, for the distributors, you don't have to worry about getting inconsistent data, duplicated data. You can also add in your ERP data or any other data source to create your version of the golden record of your single truth of the product. And then you can generate that and publish it downstream to your customers, to catalogs, flyers, or even to warehouse management system for your supply chain requirements. Okay. So how will IDEA use STEP? STEP is now the heart of IDEA's operations. We can manage the orchestration of the entire data flow from manufacturers going to distributors. And along the way, everything that happens in STEP, all the product data, all the business process, it's all recorded and reported back to you for you to track the process and also understand the KPIs. All right. So our web UI is designed using Google's design kit to make sure that we have a consistent look and feel for all the users. And here is where the journey would start for a typical end user. And on the home screen, they can choose to either onboard, cleanse, enhance, or publish your product data. And above and beyond mastering your product data, we can also track business process data. We can identify different business process KPIs to either track how long this product has been in the workflow and how long it took for the supplier to onboard the product. And if there is a service level agreement between your manufacturers and distributors, we can also track your vendor compliance. So all the visual representation you're seeing here on a macro level can also be configured to track on a product level or attribute level, or even market level, region level, or different languages. Everything, like I said earlier, everything is recorded in STEP and reported back to the users. And now let's take a look at one single product. So everything in STEP can be divided to your workflow states and different sections. So since we have limited time today, we're going to see some of the sections in a single product view. So what we're seeing here is as if I am a distributor, and I can see my subscribe data side to side to my current product. And I can choose to enrich my product and take parts of my manufacturer item to incorporate into my current single source of golden record. By just simply clicking on one button, I can copy over all the attributes, names, digital assets, to my golden record. And now, what if I receive bad data from my manufacturers? We have built-in validation type in STEP that returns a human-readable error if there is a bad data in the system. And here, as an example, we have a G10 validation. And if I enter a wrong G10, it could tell me that this is the wrong G10 format. And this business rule can be applied to any other logic or validation that's specific to your business. And also, using the same business rule engine, we can do things like calculating attributes. So in this example, we can also calculate units and weights of measurements. And all these are accessible to the end users, and it's executed real-time or on demand. And just like how we generate attribute values dynamically, we can also generate attributes for different categories. So earlier on in the project, if we have all the categorization mapped out correctly, we can see the attributes that's specific to the category, meaning the category-specific attributes. You don't need to worry about going through different spreadsheets to find the attribute that's valid for your category or the attributes that's required for you to populate this product. By linking it to the correct category, everything is populated for you. And all the attribute that you're seeing is relevant. And not only can we manage product, we can also manage packaging items. So we have a built-in visualization tool for packaging. And on this tool, you can graphically build your own packaging hierarchy You can choose cases, pallets, or any type of packaging items you have that's linked to your products. And you can even put on quantities on these relationships. And what STEP can do is to automatically calculate based on the number you've populated. So let's fast forward to the last step of the enrichment process. So now I've completed all the steps in the workflow. And as a user, I want to see on a high level how complete my steps are for each section. And our data quality tool tracks everything, and it reports it back to you in the different sections view. And you can see that I've been a bad user, so I'm missing some key components here. I'm missing all the pricing attributes. And what this does is I cannot submit my items out of this workflow state until I finish all these pricing attributes. And we can also track if you have any critical path, or if you have any specific attributes for your downstream systems, websites, or internal systems. And so in a nutshell, this is how a manufacturer and distributor can use our system to onboard, cleanse, perform data quality enhancement, enrichment, and also publish the data. And I know this is very short, it's an overview. If you have any questions, if you want to see more, feel free to come to our booth in Innovation Hub. And we have Irene and Terry here. They have a lot of knowledge, a lot of experiences, and I'm confident that we can answer all your questions. Thank you for your time.